These are seriously the best muffins. Now I just add in the chocolate chips. I don't know what it calls for, but I like a lot. Hey everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and today, by popular demand from my team, I have been asked to teach you guys how to make our very famous pumpkin chocolate chip
demand because
muffins.
we ate all of them already.
We already had them. These are seriously the best muffins. You can also make them into bread loaves if you'd rather have pumpkin bread, but I really like the muffins, so we're gonna do muffins. Let's go. The recipe is going to call for flour. I'm using organic, like really clean, not overly processed flour. I've tried this with almond flour. I didn't notice a huge taste difference, so if you want to try a different type of flour, you can. Baking soda, salt, these are all easy. Cinnamon, simple. And then you're gonna have eggs, oil. I'm using today avocado oil because I prefer this for a little healthier oil. I don't like it with the olive oil because it doesn't cook right to me, so stick with the avocado. Pumpkin, I'm doing organic. Sugar, I'm doing whole cane sugar. I have tried this recipe with monk fruit if you want to make it a little cleaner. To me, it didn't taste quite as good with the almond flour and the monk fruit. So today I'm doing it a little more regular. And then water, that's it. And I'm dumb and forgot the best part of the recipe, probably chocolate chips. Now I have tried this with Hue, which is a little bit probably cleaner and healthier. Again, I just thought it tasted not quite as good. So if you want to do the clean version, you totally can. If you want to do like the little bit less clean version, these lilies are a great option and they are super yum in the muffins. First ingredient, 3.5 cups of flour. Just so you guys know, I'm doing dry in the Bosch, which is my preferred mixing bowl over KitchenAid because this is what I grew up with and I think it just holds way more. I'm gonna do wet in just a bowl and then we're mixing at the end. Hello, there's my teaspoon. Apparently my teaspoon's missing, so we're doing a half, so you're gonna see me double, but it's 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just know that I'm measuring it correctly, even though it doesn't look like I am. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and I will tell you, I'm a cinnamon girl. I like my cinnamon heavy, so I'm probably actually gonna do 1 1/2. I like them cinnamony. 3 cups of sugar. Close your ears to how much sugar is in there, guys. I am using organic cane sugar, if it makes you feel any better. That should be all of the dry. So now we're gonna move to the wet ingredients. 1 cup of oil, 2/3 cup of water, or reverse osmosis water, and then the eggs. So we'll be back with the eggs in 2 seconds. 1 can of pumpkin. It calls for 2 cups. Just so you know, 2 cups is 1 of these 15 to 16 ounce cans. This recipe, just so you guys know, for me, it nets about 2 dozen muffins. And that's like full muffins. Like, you know, when you put them in the muffin tin, full. While we're waiting for the eggs, we just melted a little bit of butter and with like a little brush. This is just for the tops of the muffins when they come out of the oven. Because I hate messes and I like easy cleanup, I just take a big thing of aluminum foil and I put under wherever I'm gonna set the muffins to cool. That way when I butter and I do the powdered sugar, it's all self-contained and not splattered all over the counter, and it doesn't take nearly as long to clean it up. You just wad it up and throw it away. You're done. Eggs. We got our eggs finally, so we need 4 of them. We're gonna crack them into the wet stuff. Mix it up a little, stir in that egg. We're ready to combine the wet and the dry ingredients. Put the lid on, mixer. Start mixing slowly, you know, so it doesn't splash flour everywhere. And then you can let it go when it gets going. Now, because we're using cane sugar, I'm gonna let it mix just for a little bit longer. Like normally I would be done, but like cane sugar is, you know, a little thicker. So it takes just a little minute more to dissolve. So I'm just gonna let it mix. Looks and smells delicious. And I go in and just kind of, you know, scrape the sides. Now I just add in the chocolate chips. I don't know what it calls for, but I like a lot. Probably nobody's surprised by this. So I'm just using up at 1 bag that I had already started. I would say it's probably a cup of chocolate chips, but I just kind of eyeball it and literally just mix until I think it looks good. We are done mixing, so we're gonna pull the beaters out. So we don't want to lose even one tiny little bit. It's too good. For me, I just like to take another little measuring cup, but you can scoop however you want and just get a scoop of it. Make sure you get some chocolate chips because they tend to sink to the bottom. And then I just bring them over and dump them into the papers. And I fill it pretty much so it's level with the muffin tin, like the edge of the pan. Dump it in, kind of shake it till you can see it's level, and then you're done. The oven's set to 350. I think it's gonna take roughly 20 to 25, so I'm gonna check them at 20, but it's probably gonna be closer to 25. If you're doing bread loaves, just for the record, because you can make this into 2 loaves too, then it's 350 for 60 to 70 minutes. So I prefer the muffin version, but you can certainly do the bread version. Here we go. So you can see the muffins. Here. You can see I changed my clothes in the interim because I'm walking out the door to go to my Broadway show tonight. Being quick like lightning. So once you get to this point, I just take the butter and you just kind of melt a little bit on the tops. You don't want to do too much. Just a nice little coat.
People, this is the most important step.
And then while they're still a little bit wet, you just take your little. So I do like 4 or 5, and then I do a couple more. Hey guys, that's it, the muffins. And then they are ready for you to package up, take off with you, send with friends, eat yourself, all the things, but they are delicious. You will love them. Yum. Thanks for watching, you guys, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can do that by clicking here, and we'd love to have you check out some other videos by clicking over here, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.